Hey there, Mastermind. Man, you guys got me all jazzed up here. What a great conversation. We spent a fair amount of time just really diving into how do we create a great culture at our office? Like, what does it look like? How is this thing actionable? And, you know, I really like the visual of telling the story, right? So, explaining the why behind our company culture and then following it up and connecting it with a story. And so, Dr. Todd, I'm going to give you some props here, telling that story about that mother, right, who can't breastfeed her newborn because her back is killing her so bad. And this is the reason why we as a team have to be so skilled and be able to handle that phone call, to be able to get that patient on the schedule, and then really to provide a world-class experience for that patient, right? Identifying their problem, what their goals are, etc. And, always linking up every discussion that we have, especially in Polish, and connecting it back to our culture, connecting it back to things like our vision and mission, the accountability ladder, right? If we're ever getting pushback, we can use that accountability ladder, as well as our we believe statements and our code of honor. So make sure that instead of really going at the person in a situation, that you can always link it back to your code of honor or your vision and mission. And that means we got to have a conversation about it. And sometimes it's a matter of listening. Sometimes it's a matter of calling our team out and making sure that your team knows they've got permission to call you out. And you, doctor, have to display a level of humility when you do get called out and take accountability. Humility and accountability, right? So this culture thing is a big deal. And I'm not going to tell you that I got this right away. It's taken me longer than I want to admit to really understand how important the culture is. But how I view it and visualize it is that I want my team to know that they are world class, that they exude that through their confidence in their skill set as a tech and providing a world-class experience for our patients, right? That's where the rubber meets the road in our culture, is that they can execute on that. And that each member of the team is always connecting the dots back to our mission, vision, values, right? So it starts off with you as a leader in the hiring process and setting the expectation, right? Because one of our interviews, interview 2, is about culture, right? So we really want to make sure that we connect back to that as well, right? Remember when we hired you that we talked about how important the culture is here. And if you have that toxic team member that's always contracted and seems like they're always just pushing and arguing and defending, then if that behavior continues, that that you've got to sit down and have a crucial conversation with that tech, right? Reiterating, do you like your job? Right? Here's what the culture is about here. How can I help you? And here's what I expect. There's not going to be any more of this covering our assets at Polish or pushing back when people call you out on the code, right? So just as is the conversation. That's not easy for some of us who are C's or S's, right? But guys, take this thing seriously. I want to encourage you to get involved in the cultural training. And so if you're interested in that, I know many of you have already signed up for that, and the feedback we've gotten is fantastic. Please reach out to Katie at sidecaredge.com. She will get your team all dialed in so that it's a plug and play deal. your team knows that they're going to simply train on the assignments. They don't have to think about what training to do. They just go into the assignments. And then you cover it as a team. You have a discussion about the culture training as a team. All right. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, it's a little longer video here, but you guys are amazing. Thanks for a great interaction today. Appreciate you guys.